COVID-19 broke out in early 2020 in China and quickly spread to all corners of the globe. At the time, while other countries seemed to be fumbling their COVID response, China was praised for keeping the virus under control with its zero-COVID strategy. China stamped out the virus by any means necessary, including mass testing its population, a digital health code assigned to every person in China, hefty travel quarantines for anyone entering the country, and citywide lockdowns. Fast forward to 2022, when large parts of the world have managed to coexist with the virus, with the help of vaccines and acquired herd immunity. China has held firm and proud on its continued zero-COVID policy, until now. In the past month, China faced mounting pressures toward its COVID strategy. China's retail sales and factory output took a significant hit from zero-COVID. Concerns around COVID living conditions helped spark protests among Foxconn workers at an iPhone factory in Zhengzhou. Foxconn founder Terry Gou went on to send a letter to Chinese leadership warning that its policies were hurting China's global supply chains. Thousands of citizens have also protested in the streets across Shanghai, Beijing, and other major cities, which Chinese President Xi Jinping acknowledged as stemming from COVID frustrations. On top of all that, China had been facing one of its worst COVID outbreaks even with its zero-COVID strategy firmly in place. The realization, for Chinese leadership, may have been that the zero-COVID strategy was not only risking its economy and social stability, it was also no longer effective at its stated goal of containing the virus. On December 7th, China officially changed its stance on the virus, moving away from mass testing, discontinuing its National Health Code app, allowing those infected to quarantine at home, and limiting the use of lockdowns. For some Chinese, the sharp pivot away from zero-COVID is a welcome surprise, even something to joke about. But many are treading carefully. Restaurants and malls are still far below normal capacity as citizens brace for another COVID wave. In a matter of days, search keywords related to what to do after testing positive were trending on Douyin, Baidu, and Weibo. Anecdotally, everyone I know in China has either tested positive or has a relative who has. The massive wave of infection comes as little surprise as many Chinese, especially elders, had declined getting inoculated given the promises of a zero-COVID environment. This is an especially stressful time for anyone with older relatives in China. The combination of lower vaccination rates and higher COVID mortality rate for the older population presents a challenge for China with its 166 million people over the age of 65. China's healthcare system is also showing signs of stress from the rapid virus spread. Drugstores have sold out of most cold and flu medications. Hospitals across the nation are also reaching full capacity, and patients not in critical condition are being turned away. While the Chinese may be able to say goodbye to the lockdowns and quarantines of the zero-COVID era, they are now greeted with the realities of opening up to a pandemic that they have largely staved off for almost 3 entire years. And with China accounting for almost 20% of the world's GDP and 20% of the world's population, the rest of the world may soon be greeted by the ripple effects of China's rapid reopening.